And so this award really is given to a person each year. As I have nothing to do with the selection. Steve and his committee and others are very engaged in that process. But it's given to a person every year who has demonstrated to this institution that he or she has given measurably, not only at NSA, but beyond the boundaries of NSA. Not necessarily just materially in fiscal ways, but in terms of time and talent, in terms of ambassadorship for all that the NSA Foundation stands for. It is my honor today to partner with Steve Tweed and the NSA Board of Trustees to present this award, and it is beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. Placed in the right place, under the right lights. This is a beautiful award. To a person who has really brought a lot of work to this foundation. To a person who's in his home state of Texas, have demonstrated that he cares about the community in which he lives. To a person who has done much more behind the scenes than any one of us could ever imagine or figure out. To a person who's never once asked for a word of thankfulness, but rather he plugged along, even when the plugging along was difficult to do. I have a depth of appreciation for him. I hold him up as a person that I want to emulate. He's a person you all know. Steve and I are very honored today to present this Philanthropist of the Year Award to Mr. Randy Pennington.
Nido, Stephen, thank you. You ever found yourself in a situation when you suddenly realize that the person you aspire to be is not the person that you are? When I think of the philanthropist that I aspire to be, it's more like Bono or Oprah or Bill Gates. I think about the philanthropist that I am. I have a mortgage. When I think about the philanthropist that I would aspire to be, it was someone who would wake up every day trying to figure out, how do I make the world better? The person that I am is someone that's trying to figure out, how do I plug a couple of holes in my calendar? I learned about giving from my parents. My dad was a retired diesel truck mechanic. My mother worked part-time for the U.S. Census Bureau. What they would have called a great year financially, many people in this room would think, that's a slow month. And yet they found a way to give. They gave their time as Little League baseball coaches, as den mothers, as Sunday school teachers. They gave their money, 10% every week, right off the top to their church. Not because it was philanthropy, it was their responsibility. They gave whatever they could to every cause in the world. And I have to tell you, there were many times as growing up as a kid that I saw my dad walk out on the front porch late in the afternoon to talk to a coworker. Pulled out his wallet, took out a 20, and handed it to him to help that person get through the week. I don't think my parents ever looked at themselves as philanthropists. I believe they just thought it was their responsibility to care. And so, Nido and Stephen, I'm tremendously humbled by this award. And you know, the cool thing is we all live in a world, if you're sitting in this room, we have the opportunity to aspire to be anything that we want to be. You saw it with Larry, you've seen it with Nido, you see it with Stephen. I do it, you do it. But I think most important, we live in a world where each and every one of us probably ought to care more. So if you can take away anything from this, find something about which you are passionate, about which you care, and then give to it. Thanks a lot.